Hey, this is Jerry Visca, the publisher of Defyeneurs, and welcome to the new issue, the Top 50 Health and Wellness Tips. We are super excited about the power and energy of this publication and the lineup of world-class experts that I'm truly inspired to shine a light on. This is an exciting live interview that we include in each issue of Defyeneurs, connected to each profile. So get ready, because we are higher, faster, and smarter in London, Ontario, with Susan Kovacs. Susan, welcome.
Thanks very much, Jerry. I'm very excited to be here today.
Susan, I love your energy. I admire you so much, and I'm really, really honored to have you in this issue of Defyeneurs, specifically this issue, the Top 50 Health and Wellness Tips. So before we get into the first question, there's a quote that you share in your profile, and it truly touches my heart, and I want to share it with listeners. It goes like this. After living with and limiting myself with an MS diagnosis for 30 years, I made the decision to challenge myself physically to see what I could accomplish. I just think that's such an extraordinary comment, and I want to get into the first question, Susan. Why have you chosen to serve others through health and wellness?
Well, really, the profound impact that it's had on my life is the reason that I really want to serve others through health and wellness. As that quote says, I spent 30 years limiting myself because of an MS diagnosis. My neurologist gave me 3 pieces of advice the day that I was diagnosed. The first one was avoid stress. The second one was, if you're planning on having children, don't. And the third one was, don't exert yourself physically. So I really played small, and I really didn't. I thought that trying to achieve something would create stress in my life. I thought that doing anything physical to challenge myself physically was going to negatively impact my health. So when I did make the decision to try and challenge myself physically, the impact that had on my life was so profound. I mean, it was a defining moment in my life, really. And I thought that the benefits were going to be, stronger muscles and better quality sleep and things like that. But it really impacted my life everywhere, with increased confidence, a sense of fearlessness, empowerment, all of those types of things that I wasn't expecting to come out of that.
I love that. I just find that so inspiring that you challenged everything and it became that defining moment in your life. I just think it's extraordinary. There's another quote that you share here, and it goes like this: regardless of age, current level of fitness, or physical ability, we can take positive action to lead happier, healthier, and more fulfilled lives. I just love that. So, Susan, share with us, how are you inspiring others through health and wellness?
So really, for me, it's encouraging people that, again, regardless of what their fitness ideal is or what they want to accomplish, that whatever small steps that they want to take or that they can make to improve their fitness, which will then impact their health. And again, regardless of age, there's a lady that's in her late 70s that's a bodybuilder, and a 93-year-old yoga instructor. And those are the people that I look to and think, wow, if they can do these things, I can do something. And any little action, regardless of what your fitness goals are, just because, again, I am so passionate about the impact that health and wellness has on people's lives, and leading them to be able to achieve and accomplish other goals. So it's not just having better health, but then that leads to increased productivity and capacity in all areas of their life, which is huge. It gives us the opportunity to challenge ourselves and open ourselves up to greater possibilities that maybe we didn't even think were there for us.
I love that. I love how you continually talk about opening up these new possibilities. So, Susan, share with listeners, what are some of your top actions that, people listening that maybe don't know how to get started. They just want to get started. How can you get them into motion today?
Oh, that's a great question, Jerry. I think one of the things that helps me is it is wonderful to have a long-term goal, and that's great because it is something to strive towards. I think that taking every single day and waking up in the morning and saying to yourself, what can I do today to move myself towards that goal? And if that's walking around the block, that's great. If that is going to a gym and lifting weights, if that's joining up for a class, whatever, it is such an individual thing, but it's just taking a small step every single day and not getting freaked out. I think people psych themselves out by looking at the long-term goal and thinking, I'm never going to get there. So if it's, I want to run a marathon, and then they think I've got to go out and run 10 kilometers today, they're not going to do it. Run for a minute, walk for a minute, run, whatever it is, whatever little steps, just take steps every single day and be consistent, and that's going to build and build and build, and that's how people, so I think really just don't look at the big picture, just do something every single day to get yourself towards that goal.
That's fantastic. Small steps every single day. I love that. And I love the message around just being consistent. It's okay to have long-term goals, but don't let them freak you out, and just be consistent. Susan, you seem to resonate with this issue in terms of everyday people, doing extraordinary things. Share with us, why is it more important now, more than ever, to kind of bring to awareness, health and wellness in the world? Why is that more important now?
Well, we've got an aging society. I think that a lot of people are so caught up in a busy life and busyness, and thinking that that success or happiness comes from external things. And people are not taking the time to really take care of themselves. And when we get so busy and don't take care of ourselves, that's when we hit burnout. And I think there's a lot of that right now. People have got so much stress in their lives, and it's not good for society to have that. So I think really it's important that we just take some time for ourselves every day and do something to improve our health and wellness. And again, whatever that may be for that person.
I love that. Take the time every day, and I love how you talk about success and happiness and how it comes from within. There's no question, Susan, you're in my mind, a real difference maker. You're just making a phenomenal contribution into the world. And there's a quote that you share that I just love in your profile, and it goes like this: if I'm able to end every interaction with someone feeling better about themselves than before we met, I will have lived my authentic purpose. And there's a real just inspired authenticity about you. What is the difference that you wish to make on others?
I think I really want others to see the greatness that they have within themselves, and to not compare and judge. We're all on our own journey. None of us are the same. None of us are alike, and we tend to compare ourselves to other people's journeys, and that doesn't serve us in any way. So if there's, it really is for me, if I can leave somebody feeling better about themselves, and inspire them in some small way to maybe see their greatness and to see that maybe they can accomplish something that they didn't think they could accomplish. I imagine a society where we just celebrate each other and look for that greatness in each other and build each other up and share our unique gifts, and think that that's just, it's such a much happier and healthier way to live, and not allowing fear and doubt and worry and all of those other negative feelings to be what's guiding us. And just really, if everybody was fueled by a purpose, some grand purpose that they have, rather than the need to be validated or to prove something or to keep up with somebody else, I really think that would be an awesome thing.
I love that. I love how you want to leave someone feeling better, and it was one of the reasons I really, really wanted to shine a light on you and have your energy in this issue of Defyeneurs. You're really you resonate with what we're creating here, which is this new ROI for the world, is reaching out and inspiring others. And I just love that you're looking for that same kind of energy. So, Susan, my final question for you, it's a legacy one, and I'm really inspired by the work you're doing, and I can just imagine those around you and how they look to you. And if you could share one message with them, and I want you to think years from now, when you and I are no longer here, and those closest to you, especially the ones that you've really touched, what would they say about Susan Kovacs? How did she live her life?
With integrity, somebody who definitely walked the talk, somebody who was accepting of others and shared unconditional love. That's a very important thing for me. I think really that we all want love in our lives, but we have to be love to receive love. So I definitely want to be remembered as somebody that was loving and giving and accepting and compassionate, and somebody that was able to leave the world maybe as a bit of a happier place. I'm one of those people, Jerry. I smile at everybody. I talk to everybody. Person that maybe brought a little bit of sunlight into other people's lives.
Someone that brought a bit of sunlight into someone else's lives.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Higher, faster, smarter. It's how I feel when I meet and interact with Susan Kovacs of London, Ontario. Pages 38 and 39 of Defyeneurs, the top 50 health and wellness tips. On behalf of Defyeneurs, everyday people doing extraordinary things. Susan, I just want to thank you for sharing your beautiful and amazing gifts with the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jerry. I really appreciate it.